Good morning. Let's start to live the Bible again. Last week, in the series of How to Be a Christian, we saw about prayer. And this week, what are we going to speak about? I'm sure you all know this, love. Because that's the second most important attribute of being a Christian. But this is such a huge topic that I can't cover it in a week. So we're going to meditate on this for some weeks. All right. Now, the basis of love is written in John chapter 13, verse 34, which says, "A new commandment I've given to you, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another." This is something that every Christian knows, love. If I ask any one of you, do you love anybody, you'd say yes. But do you really? One of the verses that speaks to me continuously is the verse that says, "Do not be conformed to this world." And as you grow closer to Christ, you will be different from the world. So I've always thought, how can I be different? I'm working like others. I'm in this world. I'm in this society. How can I be different? And that's where Satan has his master plan. He has conditioned the society to behave in a certain way. The chapter of love, 1 Corinthians 13, all of us know the verses there about love, and I'm going to take it bit by bit and talk about that. Today I'm going to talk about just this verse in 1 Corinthians 13:4 that says, "Love does not envy or boast. Love is kind and patient." Are we kind and patient? Do we not envy or boast? I want you to think about this. Every mother, every father, what do you tell your children? I want you to be better than that child. I want you to be the first in class. I want you to be the top of everything. Today I'm sad to see parents who push their children everywhere. They want their children to excel in academics. They want their children to excel in co-curriculars. They want their children to excel in extracurriculars. When I speak to young parents, I ask them, "Show me your report card. Let me see what you did. Did you excel in everything? Can the teacher who teaches your child excel in everything?" What is this rat race that we are running? On one hand, we are saying, "God, we know you've made us for a purpose. You have known us before you formed us." On the other hand, we want to push everybody in one direction. In an office, I need to be better than my colleague. In a college, I need to be better than that person. Why are we always striving to be better than someone? There is enough place in this world. Do you think God created this whole universe, this big earth, without place for everyone? He knew each one of us before we were formed. He had a plan for each one of us. Take my life, for instance. My father wanted me to be a doctor. My grandfather wanted me to be an engineer. It was the talk of the family that I'll have to be an engineer. I got the marks for that, but I decided to go into the art stream. My grandfather and father did not like it, but they gave in. I pursued arts and pursued arts. And guess what? God had his plan. God really wanted me in engineering. Today I'm in nuclear engineering. I'm not saying I'm an engineer, but I'm saying I'm sitting in the middle of engineers. I'm sitting with people who have 30, 40 years of experience, and I bring in my experience as an arts person into the table. And it's a beautiful mix. It's a wonderful mix. I couldn't have planned it better. But did I plan this? Did I do this? No, God planned this. I had no inkling how to apply for a nuclear job. I'm the least qualified for that position, and I have no idea how we came to this country. But God brought us here. It was his plan. God has a plan for each of you, for your children, for your children's children. Trust God. Yes, Paul says, run the race, run in your track. Don't look at the next track and envy and boast. If you are given talents, to some God gives 10 talents, to some he gives 5, to some he gives 2, to some he gives 1. There's nothing to boast about it. God has given you because he knows that you have the capacity to use the talent. Now think back, do you have love? Love does not envy. Love does not boast. Are we doing this? We conveniently relegate Satan to the smaller tasks, lies, thieving, disobedience, and things like this, and we stick on to that. But no, Satan has a master plan, and his master plan is the societal norms that we are living with. As Christians, as humans, I urge you to think about this. Pray for every child in your child's class. God has a plan for every child. We need doctors, we need engineers, we need artists, we need builders, we need masons, we need technicians, we need politicians, and we need the common people. That is the society. In a game of chess, if everyone is a king, the game ends before it begins. There needs to be soldiers, there needs to be horses, there needs to be bishops, and there needs to be a king and a queen. Love everyone, pray for everyone. When your child goes for the annual exams, for the public, for final exams, pray for all the kids who are writing. All the kids need to shine. All the colleagues need to work. All people need to come up, because God has place for them in the earth, and love does not envy or boast. May these words talk to you. Amen.